Good afternoon. I would like to start with a simple question. Um, in the last moment, when the shopper is in the supermarket, when he's standing right in front of the aisle, in front of your product, the hand is basically reaching out and it's only seconds before he makes the purchase decision. Who is talking to them at that moment? Are these your social media posts, TV commercials, email campaigns, websites? Well, at that moment, actually, it's the shelf who is speaking to them. And if we are realistic, if we go to supermarkets, at least in Western Europe, we realize that these shelves are not speaking at all to the clients. Retail in general has evolved a lot, especially online. We are tracking clicks, we optimize our product pages, everything is personalized. But when we come to the physical store, what's happening there? So, as I said, at the moment, the shelves we see are static, they're unlit, there's no light, no highlighting of the products. Basically, these shelves are disconnected from your brand activities. So it's like being frozen in time. We have, in many cases, still paper price tags. In some cases, or many cases actually, we see in the meantime electronic shelf labels as an e-ink display. But still, that's a static thing. You can update the pricing, but it's not communicating. There is no video content, there's no active communication. So at the end of the day, that's still a missed opportunity. So this is where products like our eShelf come into place. We try to align your overall brand activities with the physical store shelf. Once you digitalize your shelf, you add lighting, you electrify it, once you see how easy it is and what effect you have by getting this, the question will no more be why add digital to the shelving. The question is, why did it take so long? So everybody talks about digitalization, but what does it mean? What do we get out of it? So these electronic shelves, e-shelves, LCD displays, they are first of all a video player. You can have moving content, and the moving content, that's what drawing attention. That's human psychology. A static picture does not draw attention. A moving picture draws attention. Secondly, if you implement a touch function to these screens, you can have interaction. It's an information kiosk which enables the end consumers have communication at the shelf with your brand. Then further, of course, these LCD screens can also have the function of an ESL, like these e-ink labels. So it's not an either or, it's you can have both. So overall, this is like a hub for your brand communication on the shelf. I just mentioned information kiosks. I would love to have a sample here. I can't do that, so I brought a short video.
So we can also use our eShelf as an information kiosk using the touchscreen option. So if we use that, we get the information for the products on display. It can be a nutrition information or it can be technical specs, but it shows you more details about the product. Basically, an information kiosk.
A touchscreen can be an interactive Yeah, information kiosk. So on the spot, you can provide your clients with additional information. For example, we have a client who was doing dog food, food for animals. You can provide additional nutrition values. What are the benefits? Okay, you dig deeper, you see, oh, it's including vitamin C, oh, it's good for skin. You can have all these additional informations and at the point, and if the client is interested, he clicks further in.
Hi, welcome everybody. Today I show you eShelf sensor. So we have a sensor here. If you take something out, it realizes it, and we can use this for upselling.
The second feature, we can still see it here on the picture, there are sensors above the eShelf. And what's happening there, when the consumer is taking something out of the shelf, it recognizes it. And this gives us the chance to have some upselling. So there comes a second screen. So in the segment, I'm taking out something, the screen turns to a video or to a text, say, hey, buy 2, get 1 for free. Or you can say, oh, you take a Coke, what about have a Snickers on top? So this is something, the client takes a product, he's decided to buy it, and then you have the additional chance for an upselling, so buy 1, get 1 for free, or cross-selling, so oh, what about a Snickers on top? Some clients who implemented this already, together with our software partner Relo, we had an implementation of for L'Oreal in Israel. They had a rollout nationwide in more than 200 stores and overall installed roughly 1,000 LCD displays with different functions, some with touch, some not, different sizes, different shapes, but they decided to go for that after they had a small trial order and they realized this really uplifts and differentiates them from the competition in the stores. Another Beispiel is with Monoprix. What I want to show here is you can include QR codes in your screens, and this enables you to link your online activities with your in-store activities. You can have cross-tracking, you can have referencing, you know what the people are interested in. Maquillage is one of my favorite implementations we had. What happened here is they have a power match tool, which is actually an online tool where the consumers could answer some questions, plug and play, and then they can see, oh, what's my skin tone? I have an oily skin, what kind of skin? Is a light skin, brown skin, whatever skin. So you answer a lot of questions, and then they propose the suitable cosmetics to you. This was an online tool. So through these LCD screens with the touch function, they had the chance to bring that to the store, physically to the end consumer where he buys it. And what they realized, the time spent in the stores doubled. And as a consequence of this, the revenue also significantly increased. A very popular and common application are convenience stores. In Germany, especially convenience stores for gasoline stations. What's the special thing about it? The client who goes into the convenience store of the gasoline station, his intention is to pay the gasoline bill. He's not there for shopping. So you only have a few seconds to draw his attention. And exactly that's what our eShelves are doing. Moving pictures, bright pictures, illuminated shelves, that's what drawing attention. And as a result of this, they not only had a significant sales increase of the items promoted on the header, they also realized that people slow down due to these videos, and then they go through the aisle. The aisle itself does not have these electronic displays. But since they slow down and go more awarenessly through that aisle, the sales of the products in that aisle also increased. I always say seeing is believing, and that's why we made a promotion shelf, which is more a show dummy, but actually it can be really used as a shelf in the store. We are not a shelf manufacturer, but we realized people must see this in action. So we built a shelf, and it's been delivered completely with content, with electronic displays and lighting, light box all included. And this is put in the showroom of the brands, or it's even put in the store as a trial. And then people can see the effect. And once they see, I can tell you they always want it. Yeah, we are originally a lighting company, so also have to talk a little bit about lighting. Generally speaking, lighting is always an upgrade of a shelf. So regardless if you add the LCD screens on top, but only by adding lighting itself, you have an upgrade of the shelf. So when you have the lighting, it means you already have the electrification. So once you have the electrification, it's a small step also to add the LCD screens. Yes. This is a comparison. I took this picture yesterday on our booth. That's no fake, no Photoshop. So on the left side, we just turned off the power. And on the right side, you see how it looks when you have the lighting and the LCD screens. It's like, yeah, the products are definitely more highlighted. The biggest pain point, and one thing which we realize which is holding back investments by clients, is the electrification. People are afraid that getting the electricity into the shelf is complicated, dangerous, and that it disrupts the running business in the store too much. And due to that reason, we developed a series of power tracks, which are electrification systems for various shelving systems. And they can be really installed within short time and without disrupting the market too fast. I take another try to play a video.
Hi, welcome everybody. Today I want to demonstrate you and to show you how to electrify an existing shelving in less than 2 minutes. So I can show you a typical lighting fixture. We have a lighting fixture that's also attached magnetically, and we have a connector that connects it mechanically. I will show you this in a minute, and also connects it electrically. We can install the whole power track without dismantling the shelving, and also without even emptying the whole shelf decks. If we have here 300 millimeter or maybe half meter on one shelf deck, it's enough to get the whole power tracks, roll it, as we call it, into place. So here I have our power tracks roll it. That comes from a roll. I was already cutting it to size so that it fits to this shelving. And I now show you how to manage and how to install the power track itself. The power track is slightly magnetic, so it holds itself, but it's not fixing it yet. So we utilize this to start from the shelf deck that we emptied, and basically just push the power track here through, and I continue pushing it further down, and now we push it down to the bottom. You can still adjust it later if we need, and the other end is now pushed to the top. So this is where we would like to have it. Yeah, that's somehow already nicely in place. So I adjust it a little bit. And now I show you how to connect the lighting fixture. We use the magnetic here. So it basically just plops here. And now comes the connector. The connector has strong neodymium magnets. So with this, we basically just connect it here. And also, by doing it, we have the advantage that it fixes the power track very well, so you can't really move it anymore. Now I connect here our eShelf unit, same way. Connect other e-shelf and lighting fixtures. Same way again. And also some down here. And finally, I connect it with power. And voila, everything lights up.
So electrification isn't that difficult. Different shelves require different solutions, but you can trust us, we have solutions for all kinds of shelves. And they're also certified by third parties, for example, from TUV. Yeah, so our message is, are you ready to let the shelf speak in the shops? We can enable you to do that, and I hope so you will do that step. Thank you very much.